Day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, August 6, 2012. Superior Court Judge David Wiseman issues a warrant for the arrest of Attorney General Ed Buckingham, who failed to appear at his arraignment this morning to answer multiple criminal charges alleging misconduct in public office. The AG's Civil Division Chief, Gil Birnbrich, attempted to make what he called a special limited appearance on Buckingham's behalf today, but the judge asked what authority the AG's office has to represent someone charged with crimes, and whether the office isn't also conflicted by the fact that OPA Special Prosecutor is now legally considered an Assistant Attorney General for the purposes of this case. Birnbrich replied that at least some of the charges implicate official acts, but he acknowledged the novelty of the situation. The judge, however, said it was more like bizarre, and ordered Birnbrich to provide a full written brief on the issues raised by the court if the AG's office intended to continue representing Buckingham. Still, for today, Wiseman allowed Birnbrich to speak and explain why Buckingham wasn't there for the arraignment. Birnbrich said Buckingham had been served his penal summons at the airport while on his way to San Francisco and made a split-second decision to continue with his travel plans because he had already bought the tickets, sold all his possessions, and had nowhere to live on the island. Birnbrich added that the AG has every intention of returning to the CNMI to face the charges against him, but Wiseman asked how he could make that representation when Buckingham had publicly announced he was leaving the Commonwealth for good. Moreover, Wiseman remarked, the court doesn't make accommodations for the social life of defendants. Special Prosecutor George Hasselback, for his part, told the judge that Buckingham's so-called split-second decision to leave the Commonwealth lasted approximately 15 hours, from 3 p.m. on Friday when OPA began trying to serve the AG the summons, to the following morning when the AG was finally served at the airport by federal agents called upon by OPA to assist. Hasselback said Buckingham did everything possible to evade service of the court order and even obtained an armed police escort to take him to the airport Saturday morning. That avoidance served as the basis for new charges filed today, including one more count of misconduct in public office and one additional count of obstruction of justice. Hasselback said Buckingham didn't deserve the generosity of a continuance and said the court's only recourse was to issue the arrest warrant and reject representation by the AG's office for a criminal defendant. In issuing the bench warrant, Wiseman said he found it extremely disturbing for the AG to treat the court with such blatant indifference. The judge said Buckingham had no justifiable excuse for not appearing today, and the court would not tolerate open and willful defiance of its orders, especially from an attorney. Birnbrich asked the court to hold the bench warrant in abeyance for 30 days, but Wiseman declined. He issued the warrant for Buckingham's arrest in the amount of $50,000 cash.